was born in Houston, Texas, raised in Lagos, Nigeria.
Christina. I'm on the board of directors for IDSA. I'm also the CEO and co-founder of Make Lab.
My name is Leo. I am a student at Cal State Long Beach, where I grew up in the Bay Area.
My name is Ricardo Gomez. I'm a professor in the School of Design at San Francisco State University.
And my values influence just about every part of the way I design, especially with industrial design. I didn't really understand how to bring them to the forefront, and it's important for me to do that because at the end of the day, everything that I design in some way is offering something to people, and I've had to train myself to understand that the product is literally an offering. So think of it in terms of person-to-person cultural engagement, taking part in something that has a lot of historical value to it, a lot of historical significance. And it seems like in the modern world, we've kind of reduced it down to your rush cup in the morning before work. Part of the whole theme of one of the products that I designed was to give up what I call the grab and go in favor of the sit and savor. So we don't get to do that. We're so occupied, and not because we want to be, in a lot of ways because we have to be. Working long hours and not really having the time to spend with the people that we love. And something as simple as coffee can be enjoyed a certain way, and when you have the time to do it, my impression of that is do it right, especially within the home space.
I came out to California 45 years ago doing my graduate work at UCLA in the area of design for developing countries, low-income economies. How do your values influence the way you design? Well, conferences like the IDSA and working with other agencies, particularly in and around the Universal Design for the Aging, Design for Disabilities, currently on health and wellness and longevity across the lifespan. Design is life is a cycle, so everything that I design and work in this very circular, you call it circular economy, you call it circular design, you can call it design thinking, you can call it life cycle design, you can call it LCA. You avoid designing for yourself or designing for a small selective segment. You design to be more exclusive, to be designed and to really encompass a greater percentage of the population to benefit not just financially but socially from design. I was very happy, in fact, in closing at the conference here, I've heard people even still reference Maslow's pyramid and to mention other types of paradigms from human-centered to circular design that are really these principles that hopefully allow us as designers to have a greater impact and a greater engagement with society and how we can better use design as a tool for development.
And my values that influence my design, I say I have a pretty strong value for trying to just keep stuff out of landfill. I think growing up, anytime I broke something, I always try and fix it myself and before it ended up going in the trash, and I think that has stuck with me throughout life and moving forward. I worked in manufacturing for a short time, and seeing all the waste that goes into bringing products to your doorstep is pretty alarming for a lot of things. So making products that are serviceable and can last a lifetime, I think, is what I value most in design.
So I'm not an active designer, but I do make a lot of decisions and I design systems for my company. And so a big part of it is how the team works and culture. And so I believe that, it's going to sound corny, but someone once told me one team, one dream. And so that plays a really big part to how we make decisions and how we design our operations.